Let me take you back to this concept of heaven. You know, when you're talking about people in universities that you say how many of them want to go to heaven, the problem is they don't have any evidence of heaven. And so when a lot of these young people that are atheists or agnostics, they don't want to buy into anything that they believe is connected to fairy tales, or they're connected to some sort of an ideology that they believe was manufactured to control people and to keep people in check.
That's what I said. The heaven has collapsed in their minds.
In their minds. But it's also because heaven is connected to religion, and religion is connected to atrocities. There's a lot of people that think of religion, they think of the evils of the Catholic Church, or they think of, you know, what religion has justified, the horrors of history, the things that people have done in the name of religion. So a lot of younger, sophisticated, intelligent people don't want to believe in anything that there's no evidence for. So when you say, how many of them want to go to heaven, say, show me a video. Tell me where I'm going. Do you have a map of heaven?
I'm not asking that question, offering a ticket. I'm just telling you, heaven has collapsed in people's mind, which is a good thing, because…
It's a good thing?
It is because the idea that this is not the place to live well, there is another place where you will live well, is a wrong idea.
Right.
This is the place to live well.
You can have heaven right here.
Yes. And who told you you're not already in heaven and making a mess out of it?
No one. I think that's possible.
We are in a heaven making a mess out of it.
We also could be in hell too, right?
Whether we want to fix the soil or we want to fix the human mind, we are only trying to see that you don't mess up the heaven in which we have landed.
Yes. I could agree with that. I think the problem is the term heaven. When you say it, people think of a biblical heaven. They think of a place that you go.
No, every religion has their own kind of heaven. That's the whole thing. I'm saying before Bible came, there have been heavens in other places.
Yes, yes. You know, one thing I found really
This is one thing good about this soil is, see, people may even have separate heavens to go to, but we all come from the same soil, our bodies go back to the same soil. So this is a unifying factor, irrespective of one's religion, caste, creed, whatever else.
So in your mind, this concept of heaven relates to like a harmony amongst yourself and the people, the living things around you, including the soil.
See, essentially it's like this. If you feel pleasant in your body, we call this health.
Yes.
If you feel very pleasant in your body, we call this pleasure. If you feel pleasant in your mind, we call this peace. If you feel very pleasant, we call this joy. If you feel pleasant in your emotion, we call this love. If you feel very pleasant, we call it compassion. If you feel very pleasant in your very life energies, then we call this blissfulness. If you become very, very pleasant, then we call it ecstasy. If your surroundings become pleasant, we call it success. So, to create pleasantness in the surroundings, we need the cooperation of people and forces around us. Without everybody's cooperation, you can't create a pleasant atmosphere. But pleasantness of the body, pleasantness of the mind, pleasantness of emotion and energy is 100% your business, isn't it? So if you're feeling ecstatic, you are in heaven. Because your idea of heaven is a very pleasant place, isn't it?
Yes.
This place, this planet Earth is very pleasant except for the human beings who are creating unpleasantness among each other.